I like it when the world becomes a happier place. And if we are generous, the world will become a more happier place. Everybody will be happy and feel good.
Restorative practice helps build community. It helps build trust within people in the community. It helps resolve conflict, difficult situations. It's a way of being.
For me, the restorative practice has become a culture for Inventure.
As thought leaders, we think that the new world calls for new ways of learning. There are new skills that we need our students to have. And in the same way, I think emotionally we have to have new ways of being. What happened in school, you did something wrong, you were punished. The polite way of saying it was consequences, right? But studies show, research shows that that was very harmful, that was very detrimental to learning. It lowers a child's self-esteem, it upsets them, and it doesn't really help either the child or the process of learning or the class or the teacher. It hasn't really addressed the issue, the root of the behaviour.
You walk into my class, you can see that 6-year-olds talking to each other in the class, I felt this way, and what will make me better, feel better, and in the end hugging each other and coming out.
The magic is when for example in an RP session, when you have two conflicting students on their own initiative look at things from the other student's perspective and then say sorry, a genuine sorry, there the magic has worked. And then the children carry it forward, and in life I'm sure at some point in time they will remember this and apply it and be better citizens and be better human beings to begin with.
I think it's a beautiful feeling for us. I've been walking into the classes and seeing the younger kids engaging with their classmates, saying things like, I feel safe in my classroom. They have classroom agreements, so they know how to address a conflict more efficiently.
For everyone else, this is a circle of trust. Whatever we talk here stays in here itself. It's a 3E circle of trust.
I'm very happy to see all my teachers' faces and my friends because I like to play with them very much.
Yesterday I was seeing a teacher talking to two of the older kids and trying to resolve a conflict. And I heard her using words like, this is a safe space, you can talk about what your concerns are, I'm here to help, what can we do differently to ensure we don't land up in a situation like this.
I'm listening, aren't I? So even when you're in the circle, if you're not talking, you've still got a job. You've still got work to do. Okay? And my job here is to listen, is to try and listen to understand. Okay? Not listen so I can respond, but listen so I can properly understand.
Restorative practice has helped me to reflect on what I have done in the past, in the good and the bad. So it helps me fix on the bad and how to improve on the good. It also helped me feel more confident about myself and help me speak from the inside better, more than just talking words from the head.
And it was just really powerful to see that through this week in, week out, working in circles, getting them used to that practice, that they've really shifted in how they communicate and how they relate to one another, And it seems how they feel about themselves as well, really powerfully.
Before this, when it came to conflicts, I would just act impulsively, especially when I was younger. And it took me time to realize that I have to first process my emotions before saying something to someone else. But at the same time, don't bottle up your emotions.
Restorative practice for us holds huge value because it's about restoring relationships. It's about addressing the behavior and not the child. And it's about fixing things.
Well, I think one thing is that it really helps in your socio-emotional learning. I mean, we're here not just because we're learning subjects, but also because we're in a completely social environment. Later on in life, when it comes to career or just in general for your own well-being, you need to be able to speak to others, you need to be able to make networking and connections and those kind of things, because that's really going to help you progress in life. So you also need to be able to resolve your own conflicts with other people, and I think restorative practice really helps over here. And I think that's one thing Inventure does. We don't just look at, the basic subject knowledge you need to know, we look at the soft skills you need for life.
I think our hope when we started off was to build a generation of resilient individuals who can go out there and be in a good space emotionally. We see around us mental health, lots of challenges around the world. It's a tough world out there. So what can we do differently to prepare our students? And I think this whole concept of emotional well-being is a huge role. It's a critical aspect for them. So to build resilience and to eventually, I guess, just make them fit for life.